There's no way for me to know what happened there. I would have no way. I'm the campaign manager as he runs for president. I've obviously never been in the beauty pageant, let alone the swimsuit portion, and I certainly wasn't involved in one in 2001. So I don't know how you want me to comment on it, Brianna, with any type of credible voice.
Okay, well, let's listen to Donald Trump's voice. He spoke about something similar himself in 2005. Here's what he said.
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting.
Right,
I want to make sure that
You're like
everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
Okay, so he is describing something that seems to match with what Miss Arizona of 2001 said, what we've heard from some other pageant contestants. I mean, he's describing that himself. And yes, I understand that you are his current campaign manager, but the purview of your job extends beyond that. He is responsible for what he's said in the past. What do you make of this? Of course, what do you make of this picture that's been painted here by the former Miss Arizona, Tasha Dixon, and by Donald Trump himself?
I can't comment on what she's saying because I'm not her, and I wasn't in the pageant or any other pageant.
Okay, but your candidate is talking about how he did what she described.
Brianna, I heard you. Okay. Well, no, he didn't say what she described was pretty graphic and detailed. So let's not conflate the two. I heard what she said, and I heard what he said. And the fact is that all you want to do, it seems, is talk about something he said 10, 15 years ago, and yet we never, ever want to talk, particularly CNN, where we've offered up these women to you. We never want to talk to the women who were shamed and blamed by Hillary Clinton because they had sexual contact with their husbands, some consensual, long-time affairs, of course, including in the White House, and then others victims of predatory conduct. That somehow is not relevant. But Donald Trump on Howard Stern's show is relevant. And you want me to believe that a critical mass
We've covered
of Americans
it, Kellyanne. We've
agrees
covered
with
it on.
that.
I mean, I disagree with you.
Not really.
No, I mean, it's a fact. We have covered it on.
Fever pitch here.
Well,
Never.
Donald Trump is running for president. And we have certainly looked at your allegations, and we have fact-checked them. We have fact-checked that. If you go on CNN.com, we've gone painstakingly through the very claims you're talking about, and we found that they were exaggerated. So I want to talk to you about your candidate.
I'm sorry, what was exaggerated? What is exaggerated?
No, I'm talking to you about
this. I'm sorry, what is exaggerated?
So as he is...
Oh, you don't want to talk about it. That's my point. What was exaggerated? Juanita Broderick's rape claim is exaggerated? What is exaggerated? Paula Jones getting $850,000 in a sexual harassment settlement is exaggerated?
I'm asking you about your candidate.
I know.
So when he describes this, that he does this, and it really hews to what Miss Arizona is saying. I mean, is it appropriate for him to talk about this, to kind of going into the pageant and women are in various states of undress? Is that appropriate?
Brianna, are we going to also talk about, again, when somebody's first lady and treating people this way, or first lady of Arkansas? I mean, I know that you're proving my point to me about what CNN wants to cover and what it does not want to cover.
We've covered it, Kellyanne.
No.
But I'm hoping that you can shed some light.
Something was exaggerated.
I'm hoping that you can shed some light on the thinking of a person that you spend a lot of time with, and there's not many people who can do that. So I want to get your perspective on this and whether this is appropriate.
And maybe you want to ask me who it is I see day by day. This intelligent, clever, gracious gentleman, frankly, whose family's making a huge sacrifice to run for president. Nobody wants to talk about that. You want me to comment on something he said to Howard Stern in 15 seconds 10 years ago, and that somehow I'm an expert on it.